Hello guys, it's Luke for the Free Hammers here. Welcome to All the Gear, No Idea, the show that I do on weekends where you control the topics, you control the questions, and you control where the show goes. I've got the computer, I've got the internet. If you've not subscribed to it already, please do. But let's get on with the show. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers, a midweek live show for you. I thought I would talk about, because someone commented on a video, talk about who the free agents are and who they are. After last night, obviously, you know, Antonio is fatigued, or whatever that you want to call it. And then you've got Yarmolenko, who by the sound of it has done his knee ligaments now. Obviously, Odebeku did come on and was taken off slightly harshly, in my opinion. But, you know, he doesn't look like the sort of guy that we're going to be able to rely on until the end of the season. He's got a future, and obviously he will be given time eventually. But I think it might be a bit too much to rely on him between now and the end of the season. I did watch Gonzo's video on a train just as I got home. You know, and he talked about, you know, there's a couple of options left for him. He's obviously got Bowen to use, potentially up front. And then obviously he's got Lingard as well to use as well, potentially, as a false nine, which could be interesting dynamic. I am going to have some people on in a minute, guys. I just want to do this little bit about the transfer, the free agents there. It's just a few things I wanted to show for the people that asked for it. And then, yeah, by all means, guys, if you want to come on, I'm going to go for about half hour, 45 minutes. Yeah, we'll talk about last night. We can talk about, you know, what your feelings are on the squad and the feelings going forward. But yeah, I just want to do this very, very quick thing. Yeah, and show you basically who the free agents are at the moment, guys. So, good website, this site, actually. Oh, wrong one. That one. You want? Yeah, so here we go. So I hope you guys can all see it. You know what? I might make it full screen. You don't need to see my face to go through this. So I just put in forwards, okay? So you can put in, well, what the hell's going on here? Yeah, so you can put in just forwards. So here's some of the names that are available. You've got Alexi Teixeira, who's a left winger but can play forward. He's 31-year-old Brazilian. I don't know if any of you guys know much about him. You've got, you know, the one that we're all looking at, this man here, Diego Costa, you know, former Chelsea, Atletico Madrid. You know, what's his age there? Sorry, 32. Animal, though. Animal. You know, if we can go and get him on a 6-month deal to fill the gap until the end of the season, I'd be all over it. One of the other names that keeps getting linked to us is this guy, Ahmed Musa. I believe he played for Leicester, I think it was. Not a very good record in terms of goals ratio. More of a winger. But, yeah, another name that has played in the Premier League that we're linked with. This man, another injury prone, you know, he's a classic, isn't he? A bit like Andy Carroll on his day. He's your classic on his day. One of the sweetest left foots, you know, from an English player out there. Not one that I would consider looking at, to be honest with you. He was good, but he's another one who's just waiting to get injured. Another name from the past, Alexandre Pate, former AC Milan, Brazilian striker. He's another one on a free, quite skillful in his day. I don't know what he's been doing recently, but definitely a name I remember from the past, especially on the old FIFA and all that. Wilfred, apologies, guys. Wilfred Bonney, remember him? Man City, Swansea, to name a few. Was linked with us at a time. Maybe someone I would look at as a short-term fix. Like, I'm not looking to sign anyone on a permanent. It's purely just to have a body. Maybe. Another one here, Uma Niassa. Again, after that, the names get a bit vague in terms of, you know, do you remember any of these guys? Not really. Oh, there is one. I do apologise. There is one. This man, Diafra Sakho. Where do you guys stand on that? I will go in the comments, guys, in a minute. Just bear with me. Where do you stand on Diafra Sakho? Would you have him back? You know, if he wouldn't have had the history, he's the sort of player you would look at, no? You know, he's quick, he's dynamic, he's a good finisher. but obviously with the history, probably one that we won't go for. I remember this guy as well, actually. I think, did he play for Stoke at one point? Bojan. A little bit older now, obviously, hitting that sort of 32s marks now. Oh, no, he's only 30. Sorry, he's 30. Just having a look here if there's anyone else of any recognition. Not really. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that because someone did ask, like, in terms of players there, would we go for anyone? And for me, it's Diego Costa. Diego Costa is, if there is a chance to get him in for a little while, just the end of the season, I would be all over Diego Costa. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to go in the chat now, have a little talk to you guys. So Andy Miles says, Luke, man, hello, mate. And James says, we having anyone on? Yeah, hopefully I will have someone on, some people on in a minute, mate, hopefully. Hi, Luke from South Africa, South Australia. My ring doorbell's going mental if I keep looking at my phone. Sorry, guys. Alex Teixeira played for Porto, didn't he? I'm not sure, mate. I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure with him. Musa is ex-Leicester. Yep, definitely. Fitness problems with Peto. Right, Kent Hammer, respect your opinion, mate, as always, because you've got very good knowledge. I'd go for Musa. He's rapid, and Moyes can give him winger conversion therapy. Maybe, mate. Definitely a name that's it's been out. It's definitely a name that's been discussed. Niasso is ex-Everton. Jack Eber says hi. Recently banned from playing Sturridge. I don't rate him anymore. No, I agree, mate. I liked him a few years ago. No, he's a fantastic player a few years ago. Excuse my cup, guys. It's Flounder. It's my missus' favourite film. Yeah, but not now. And then James says Bojan is ex-Barca. Certainly is. Saka was decent, but I heard he hasn't scored much in the last 2 years. He was good. He was a good player, mate. He was, but I don't know now. Costa would be a good shout. Was playing at Atletico Madrid fairly recently, so shouldn't be in terrible shape. I'd like him as well. I like him. I didn't like when he used to play against us, but you can't deny there is a top quality striker in there. The Chelsea fan I work with raves about him all the time. He worshipped him. Him and Drogba, fantastic. I know they didn't play together at any point, but he was that replacement for Drogba. Costa not the same player he was at Chelsea. That's why they released him. Yeah, interesting. But so who else would you go for, guys? And do you think we need someone? I think we do. I don't think they will, but I think we do need one. It's just purely because I don't want to see the season dwindle off now. It's very easy to sit there and say, yeah, we're safe. We are safe. We're not going to go down. But it's taking that momentum into next season. If we were just to really badly drop off now, and really badly dropping off would be sort of finishing probably 10th, which again would be a still, you would have took 10th at the beginning of the season, but in terms of the season we've had, 10th would be quite a drop off now. And I don't want that mentality of, that we're dropping off. That's not something I'd like to see. How embarrassing is it that we're looking at free signings to save our season? It's true, mate. It's massively, massively true. Right, let's see who wants to come on for a little bit. See who wants to come on. Right, it's in there, guys. There you go. I've put it in. Who wants to come on? I'm live on Twitter as well, actually, for the first time for a while. Don't usually do it on Twitter, but I thought, what? Let's see if we can get some more viewers on whilst we're having a chat today. Yeah, so if you want to come on, the link's there. Only one at a time, though. Just because I like to give the person who's on all the time they can to say what they've got to say. Sometimes when you put too many people on it, you don't feel like you've got enough time to talk to them and have that real connection with them. So, if you want to come on, you will appear in a minute on the show. So come on, talk about last night, talk about what you think about the club striker situation, and what about Ogbonna as well? How terrible was that last night as well? The one player, another one of those players that you don't want to lose. It's Ogbonna, Rice, Soucek, and Antonio. It's another one that's gone, isn't it? And here he is, James, again, regular on the show now. Hello, mate. How's it going?
Right,
yeah, good, mate.
Yeah, bad last night, wasn't it?
I got to say, off the ball, I thought we was fantastic off the ball, defensively, but everything else was just so poor. We couldn't string 2 passes together, nothing, could we?
Like when you're playing with all them defensive players up in Manchester and we don't even have a shot on target, and the only shot we do have on target is offside.
Yeah.
It's just how can I put it? It's just a bit embarrassing, really. Like Yarmolenko's not a striker, like,
no.
And if I'm honest, whoever's seeing that at the club as him as a striker, he's shooting.
I think it comes from him playing up front for the Ukraine, doesn't it? That's the only place I can see it coming from, mate. That he's I think he's Ukraine's top goal scorer as well, ever, like above Shevchenko and people like that.
But he just doesn't fit the system, like, you know what I mean?
Not at all.
And last night proved it. Like, there's a few things about last night which I thought was bang out of order, right? Ben Rama plays 55 minutes against Fulham on Saturday. He comes off on the 55th minute against Fulham. He's on the bench. Bowen starts. We've got no outlet last night. We've only got one player with any pace, and that's Bowen. Like, Fornals is not a winger. Yarmolenko's not a striker. And it was just set up to go to penalties, basically. Like, it was just like we was trying to roll out for 120 minutes, which is terrible. And then he goes and brings on the young lad, and you're putting all that pressure on an 18-year-old, and you've just crippled him by subbing him back off.
Yeah, I thought that was out of order. That was out of order. That. There was only about 5 minutes left of the game when he actually came off, wasn't it? Was it about 6, 7 minutes?
I think he played 50. I heard it today. 58 minutes he played.
Yeah, it just don't make sense. Like, you would just let him play.
Yeah.
What do you make of Bowen then, though, mate? What do you make of Bowen? Like, I've got to be honest. He's starting to become a person I don't like at the minute. He's starting to become a real frustrating.
I agree with you. He don't look up, Luke. That's the problem with him. He don't look up. He don't see the players around him. He holds the ball too long. And the problem is with that, when he holds the ball too long, he gets dispossessed, and then they're at the other end of the pitch. I could probably count numerous times where he's been in possession of the ball, been in a great position to pass it, and he's gone for a shot. Like, but I've not really got a needle with Bowen. The one who I've got a real needle with is Yarmolenko, I'm afraid. Because I just look at him
now. So I don't think we'll see him now to the end of the season, potentially.
Yeah, now. I just don't see it myself. Like, I was all right. Like, people start saying, no, he scores a couple of goals against Doncaster, and all of a sudden, like, he's going to score the goals to save it, to shoot us up the league. The geezers, he might be a centre forward for the Ukraine, but if you're playing teams like Belarus and all that all the time, you're going to score goals, ain't you? Do you know what I mean? You're not up against.
Which score goals, mate?
That's what I'm saying. And I just think he got it completely wrong last night. I thought the only thing I will say, I'll give Moyes credit on, is at half time, I did like it when he went back to a 5. He put Kufal and Cresswell.
And Johnson. I thought they offered a bit of pace, actually.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, when he went back to a 5 and he went Johnson one side, Fredericks the other, Kufal, Dawson, and Cresswell, I thought, you know what, that's not a bad little move he's done there. I thought Dawson was absolutely class.
Fantastic, mate. He reminds me of Ginge. He really reminds me of Ginge a lot.
Yeah,
really good player.
And
really.
How he had multiple defensive partners last night, and he still didn't lose his head, and he could have scored the winner in the end.
Yeah.
And then I thought Noble played well. You've got the people who don't like Noble, who says he's past it and all that, and you've got the people who say,
I thought he played quite well.
Yeah, and then you see them all come out on Twitter and things like that, and I was like, well, hold on a minute. Like, if you're going to start giving a dig at him, let's start having a dig at Fornals, because I didn't see Fornals doing anything apart from running about. Didn't see Bowen do anything apart from running out. I thought what Man United done yesterday, and they've done it so well, is they marked Souček completely out of the game.
Yeah, definitely. They pressed well. They did press well.
Yeah, Matic had him every time there was a corner. Matic was on him. Maguire was on him. Excuse me. Every time he was in possession of the ball, Matic was on him straight away. Didn't give him a chance to breathe. I thought Rice was okay. He made the mistake for the goal, but other than that, he was He was trying his best, but when you've got no pace up front and you got Ben Rama sitting on the bench, who, to me, he's a ball carrying player, so he carries the ball away and he can beat players. And you're relying on people like...
There's nothing to scare the opposition, is there? You know, when you've got Antonio up there, there's the pace to scare them. When you've got Ben Rama, Lanzini, they can carry the ball, like you're saying. The opposition can just sit there going, oh, Yarmolenko's not going to beat us for pace. He's not going to do a trick. It don't scare the opposition, does it? You know, look at them, Rashford, Greenwood and all them. They're scary. They're fast. They're quick.
But let's be honest, though. Let's be honest, Luke. Could you see us really beating Man United with that team from the starting lineup? I couldn't. Like, I looked at that team, I thought, right, you've got one player who's got pace, that's Bowen. Yarmolenko, he runs, but he does nothing with it. And Fornals isn't a winger. So that's our three attacking players. They tried to push Stuchek further forward. It just didn't work. It just did not work at all. And to me, I just looked at that. I thought, well, we're getting at half time. He changed the system. And I thought he changed the system well. They come out second half, they looked a bit better. And then when you bring the young lad on, one, I don't understand what Lanzini's done to Moyes. I cannot work that out. Right? He's a senior professional. He's been with us since 2015, I think. Well, he's been with us a long time, yeah? He's been through thick and thin with us. I don't see what Moyes don't like in Lanzini. Ben Rama comes on the 87th minute. Like, how's that going to change the game?
It's a weird one.
And then you bring...
go on, mate. Carry on. Go on, mate. Carry on.
Yeah, and you bring the young lad on, and you've just ruined him now. Just literally ruined his confidence for the next... Well, let's be honest. How can he look at... Like he's just ruined him, isn't he? Like, let's be honest here, right? Last night, if you take Noble off and bring Lanzini on and just go for it, if we lose 2 or 3, then we lose, right? Yeah. But to leave Noble on the pitch, right? I thought Noble played really well, yeah. And to take off the young lad, even if you never know, the young lad might get a chance where the ball he might be able to just get through or something. I don't know. So it's not good.
One more question for you, mate. What do you see going forward then in terms of striker? Like, what do you think Moyes is going to do? Will it be Lingard, false 9, Bowen up front, Ben Rama up front? What do you think?
I can see Bowen. I can see Bowen playing there, mate.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, you want me to be honest? Yeah.
You think
Bowen
will work?
Used to play striker at Hull. He was Hull when he used to play for Hull. He never used to play from the wing. He used to play up front or off the number 10. And I can see him playing up front, and I can see Ben Rama one side. I can see Fornals coming in to a number 10 role, and I can see Lingard the other. That's what I can see. If Antonio obviously is not fit, and to me, that's got pace written all over it. Like if you put Fornals as a 10, then like you're gonna get some pace on the wings. But that's what I can see. Bowen.
With Bowen as well, when he first come, I said he reminded me of Bellamy. So it'd be quite interesting to see him up front, to see whether that would work. Yeah, mate.
The thing is, if we put balls in behind, he'll get onto them because he's fast. Like he's quite lively on the ball. If we're going to try and go down the wings and try and cross balls in, we won't get nowhere.
No, we'd have to change the way we play. We'd have to go a bit more central, wouldn't we?
But I think it all goes back though, Luke, to the transfer window, mate. Like we had, I was on many channels and I was saying people saying to me, "Oh, he's going to sign someone." I said, "They won't. What they're going to do is they're going to see it out to the summer, right? They're going to try and get away with it. And the only fear that I've got now is it don't derail us and we just fall apart towards the end of the season.
Then you take that momentum into next season. That's my fear, mate. That's my fear. Yeah. You know, if we go really low, we're going to be really low.
Who do you blame there, though, Luke? Do you blame the owners or do you blame Moyes in this situation? Because we all know
bit both, mate. I think.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think?
Well, as the manager of the club, he's got to be held accountable. Surely he must know that Meepo is like mentally. He must have looked at Meepo, assessed him, and said, "Right, I don't think he's ready." Right, he might be scoring goals in the under 23, but I don't think he's ready. They could have went out and loaned the player, right? Even if they would have gone out and loaned the player from somewhere, right? And you could have paid for Dawson's loan early, gone out and loaned a striker, and then that's you sorted out, right? But what they've done, they've chanced it. Obviously, Antonio's gone down the next game against Fulham, and now we've got about multiple injuries last night. And I just look at it like, you just know as West Ham fans, we all know what was coming there. Like, someone's going to get injured.
We can all see it, which was just ridiculous. That's ridiculous, mate. Leave yourself that short. And the next one will be Rice or Souček goes down. And then you got no central midfield to play there.
Yeah.
And that's the fear, isn't it?
And it just, and then basically all this, us being 5th and 6th and all like thinking we're going to get Euro. I'm not going to be disheartened because you just never know what's going to happen. Antonio might come back. Obviously, having Lingard fresh is a 1+1. If we can keep him fresh, we've got a chance because he knows where the goal is. You don't go and play for Man United for many years if you don't know. You don't play their starting lineup and score an FA Cup. So it's going to be massive, but we shouldn't be going in looking at free transfers. We should have went out and just got someone.
Just someone, mate. Just somebody. You know what I mean? Even like we slag Allaire off, but at least Allaire was, I don't know, a striker, a body, weren't he? He wasn't that great. He was a body.
To me, Luke, it says it all, right? We haven't got a striker at the club.
Yeah, no, we haven't. He's a kid. We haven't got a senior striker at the club. Yeah.
And that to me says it all. And people were saying that we could possibly win the FA Cup. And as I said to someone last night, we will not win the FA Cup or win any trophy until we get a proper striker at this club. Like who's a proven striker, not a proven striker, but someone who knows where the goal is and does it for a living, basically. Knows
the run, knows the movement and all that. Yeah, that's it. We ain't had one like that for a long, long time, mate. A long time. Right, mate.
The last time I remember we had a striker like that was Dean Ashton. And that was it. Obviously, Cole
was quite good, to be honest. Sacco had that sort of striker movement. To be fair to him, he was quite good.
And you know what? If Sacco is a free transfer, right, sign him. He knows the club.
Yeah.
But obviously, the history. We're in a situation now where we could probably possibly get European football. If you give him a 5-month deal and said, right, can you come back and do it? I don't think he would say no.
No,
to him, mate.
No. Right, mate. I'll let you go. Thanks for joining us, mate. You've been really good tonight, mate. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Take it easy, mate.
Take care.
See you later. Bye. Right, guys, I do apologise. I've got to shoot off. I've just had a text from my missus. I've got to go and pick my daughter up quickly because the school club's just about to finish. And I completely she's running late. So I do apologise. Thank you for joining in. Big thank you to James. I'll be back again probably tomorrow. So if you want to come on the show tomorrow, let me know. Please come on. I hope you've enjoyed this really quick video with James. Come on, you irons. Keep believing. Let's go.